ladies and gentlemen. And everything's well. Everything is well. Let me just make sure we are heating everything. And play ko lang ang background music natin. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day number 5. Ang lakas ng audio ko. Welcome to day number 5. Taka lang. I want to make sure sound effects natin mas mahina. Lakas ng sound effects eh. But anyways, ayan. Meron na tayong dalawang teams for the semifinals. We need 2 more and we will find out who those 2 teams are tonight. Right? Dalawa po yung laban natin ngayon. First fight we're gonna be watching is the battle between pangalan ng team na ito ulit. This is Secret Empire. Yeah, Secret Empire, very strong team versus Choleric Kids. Medyo bago pa tong Choleric Kids, so I want to see how strong they are so that we can expect more what we will know what to expect more from them in the future. We already have our bands. You saw the bands already, Mr. Rattlesnake, right?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa. So bands po natin is going to be ang daming emotes. Galio, Corky, Akali, and Mundo. Alright.
Okay, so, alright, let me break down the band. So, Galio, Akali, Corky, and Dr. Mundo. Wow, Dr. Mundo, very new band for me. Hindi siya palagi na band, but we'll see what their strategy is for banning that champ. Akali, a very commonly banned champ because of her mobility.
Yeah.
Alright. Having some adjustments. But anyway, Galio is very OP. I'm even expecting a nerf sa next update ng Galio na yan because napaka-OP niya, his potential po sa clashes, the fact that he's a very good initiator. So, naban talaga agad yung Galio. And right now, we're into the champion selection screen. So far, blue team is gonna go ahead and pick the Orianna. I like Orianna's Shockwave, but deals so much damage, and the combo potential it has with so many champs, very promising pick. So this will put them at a good advantage the game. Next would also be Gragas and Lee Sin. Wow, very strong champs and a very solid lineup for Secret Empire. Gragas being the combo breaker, Lee Sin being a very strong jungler po. Even sa ganks during team fights, so much potential. Seldom na natin nakikita yung Lee Sin, but his potential po, grabe, super promising during lifting the team up during the clashes.
Especially in early games, diba?
Yeah.
The aggression, the pressure of the Lee Sin can inflict to the team. So let's see if ever Red Team will be able to do that, take control of early game because of the Lee Sin pick.
Very true. And on the blue side, we're also seeing Yasuo and the Malphite. I like Malphite's ultimate. It can initiate for the team, and then Yasuo's tornado as well can knock the opponents into the air. So I like these picks as well. And on the red side, we're seeing Ziggs. Aside from Ziggs being so focused on the objectives, Ziggs can zone out champs during objective takes. So I like that one. Ziggs, not just about bombing the turrets and dealing so much damage to turrets, but during team fights, he's very useful as well. So make that a double advantage for the team. And next would be Leona. Leona's being one of the commonly used supports for the team because of the fact that napakaraming crowd control skills niya that can help the team out during the team fights both offensively and defensively. And that Kai'Sa, the late game insurance, basta lang talaga nakakapag-farm yung Kai'Sa sa early game, that will put her at a very big advantage later part ng game. And
So,
Ezreal and the Braum, I like that because Braum is very tanky sa early game and then Ezreal is squishy. Although Ezreal is very mobile champ, but Ezreal will need the protection of someone like Braum and the whole team as well because Braum, kahit level 1, you can always feel the tankiness of Braum.
Alright. I think ang plan dito is going for the blue side is Malphite, ultimate towards the Kai'Sa as much as possible, catch the Kai'Sa, and then si Yasuo will go for the wombo combo to juggle the Kai'Sa and hindi makaporma si Kai'Sa. So that's the plan. So right here on the red side, meron naman silang counter doon. Pagpasok, para hindi ma-wombo combo basta-basta si Kai'Sa, andyan naman si Gragas to push everyone around. And I think the Gragas purpose really here is to really protect the team since siege type sila and they have late game potential with the Ziggs and Kai'Sa. They will be protecting these 2 champions and carry the game into the late game while blue side will want to dominate dominate in the early mid part. And that's gonna be the win condition on the blue side. Diba?
Yes, very true. I totally agree with you. Yung guys na talaga nakakatakot din kapag nakakapag-farm sa early game. So, they have to make sure makontrol nila yung Kai'Sa rin.
True. Alright. Tingnan natin. Alright, tingnan natin. We are gonna be going into the Wild Rift already. Boys and girls, ready. Taka lang. Please do the introduction muna kasi hindi ko na-update pala yung mga pangalan ng mga teams. My bad.
Sure thing. So far nag-blurred out sa akin. But let me just take a sneak peek. Here on the blue side, we have Choleric Kids.
Teka lang, may inahabol dito. Inahabol nila si Yasuo dito, but Yasuo will be able to escape. Choleric Kids on the blue side. Yan, CK po ang initials nila. On the red side is our Secret Empire, right? SE. I'll just call them Secret para medyo social di ba? Secret, but their Secret Empire right here. 1-3-1 setup right here on the red side. They're gonna go for the invade since successfully mid nila with the Ziggs. Very good clearance right there. They're gonna go for the Raptors instead of the red buff. Still good because delay nila yung red buff dito. They know that the red buff is being taken again and they can continue disturbing this. Lee Sin, a very strong early jungler. That's going to be a threat right here. It's going to be a 3v2 fight right here. 2 wards already expended here. Red team will have to be careful. There are 3 champions. Even Ezreal can collapse on them. It is going to be the Lee Sin who takes the red buff and gets the first blood, kicks Braum in the side of the head, and that is gonna be the first casualty of the fight. Red team are still in the vicinity, takes a wave right there, zones out the blue side, and that is an early game win. And because of that, they're now sitting down on a 2k goal lead. Red team natin dito.
Wow, very successful invasion from the red side. Ganun talaga eh. Lee Sin's aggressiveness sa early laning phase para sa jungle, that will choke the jungler and that will help him a whole lot during the team fight. So that's a very good display of how Lee Sin is put up against the team's invasion, which is very effective. And here we're seeing right now, papunta na
sa taas. Yasuo being chased right here, and the damage is going to be coming in from the Gragas, and that's their second frag of the game. Peng gets the kill on the Yasuo, and they want to get a third one. Iluski will have to use the shield right here, and Iluski will survive, but no, Gragas is hungry for the kill. Sonic is going to be connecting, but Gragas will just TP away just to make sure he doesn't die. I mean, Malphite is going to make sure he doesn't die with the TP right there, but at the bottom, it's not going to be the same case right here. Ezreal just falls down flat on his face, and Ezreal will go down, will be number 3 on the scoreboard, and we are already looking at 3k gold lead. This is massive and bad news for blue side.
Grabe, no, a very early part of the game, red team is making sure that they are able to dominate it because that will reward them so much sa late game, especially that they have that Kai'Sa in their team and they have the Lee Sin who's really, really strong sa early laning phase. And so much for that, I think we've got a very peaceful 3rd minute mark on the game. Let's go ahead and introduce the champs. On the blue side, we have hindi ko na mabasa
Aeoxis, ko na lang para mabaa. Aeoxis on the mid, Oriana right here, Kai on the Yasuo. Yasuo jungler. Alright, this is new. Pat is gonna be the Ezreal ADR. Sev on the Braum support. Iluki on the Malphite. Baron laner. On the right side naman is gonna be Secret Empire. I told you, we have covered them already before. They are a strong team. So SC is gonna go for the Yasuo. Jungler po, Mamon, J4 on the Ziggs mid, Jesus on the, sino ito? Leona support, sorry. Kai'Sa is gonna be the ADR by Exquisite right here. Another invade right here is gonna be coming in. Lee Sin will pull the trigger, starts things out with a kick on the Braum, and Braum doesn't look so well right now, and he's gonna go down, and they want to get another one, and the Ezreal goes down once again. Etong si SE, sobrang lakas. This jungler Lee Sin right now is doing it. Their win condition once again. Malphite gets a kill at the top, and blue side is on the board. Again, point ko, it's Lee Sin and the red team. Their win condition is really to take over the early game with the pressure of Lee Sin, and they're doing just that, and they are in the lead because of that at this point. 4 minutes, 10 seconds in.
very true. And imagine in just 4 minutes, they were able to pull up the lead to 5k. And
Oo.
that big ultimate from Ziggs is not hit, but he was able to secure the Orianna. The puppet ba yan ni Orianna? I don't know, but Orianna was dismantled in front of us. And there, the Cloud Dragon is already a bonus for Red Team. Not much contest from Blue Team, and a free Cloud Dragon goes to Secret Empire. Grabe, ano talaga yung secret nila. And here on the blue buff as well, Gragas goes aggressively on that Yasuo, but Gragas does not stop
Pain.
and takes down the Yasuo. Wow!
Pain.
Grabe! 1-7 on the board. A 7k gold lead na po tayo sa Secret Empire at just 5 minutes into the game. Grabe.
Bang, 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 bang. Patay si Yasuo, and there's gonna be fight in here in the middle. So, Orianna will send out the ultimate right there. Orianna will have to back away. Braum is already very low, and he's gonna be the first casualty of this fight right here. Ezreal, very low, also will be able to eat the fruit right there. Mamon, J4 with the bombs, and go that Gragas just goes in, erases Ezreal. Ezreal goes down. Yasuo should be next in the menu, but will be able to find an exit. But Peng will go for the chase, will not be able to connect, and Yasuo will survive. 2 champions down. Orianna was also disassembled right there. Kanina pala. Mid-thirds taking a pounding right here. Mid-thirds not looking so well. 1,000, 800, 500, 400. Done! There it is from downtown. Leona will not be that lucky. Kanina pa tumitipid na si Leona, but hindi niyo napansin na Raptors were shooting at her. So na-cancel yung TP niya. So she had to go on the TP again, but this time, second time, is not gonna be a charm. He goes down with an ultimate from Ezreal from downtown, and that's 2-10 on the board after that.
Hindi talaga maganda yung mga lazy TPs ng team. In front of the lane, nagti-TP siya. Kaya, ayun, she had to pay with her
Very
life.
pixelated ba?
Hindi siya pixelated.
Discord.
But anyway, it's okay. With the Rift Herald, there you have it. A free Rift Herald goes to the red team with no contest, no fights, 2-10 up on the scoreboard. And talking about 11k gold lead going to the Secret Empires. Talking about so much early game domination from the team. This is really something that we are all looking at. And oh, that Braum gets taken down by Gragas at the bottom lane. Grabe. So much domination displayed from the team, and even that Lee is owning the game so much from the start and even to this 7-minute mark of the game. Napakagaling, and now we'll go with the island check. So far, nakalulans na, nakayumos na yung Lisa nila, and so far I think that's gonna be a Triforce for his second item. Not sure because nakapag-page na siya. And for the Yasuo, if you can see, Yasuo is their jungle, but their jungle isa pang item ang na-build. Wala pang boots, wala pang
Ruin King,
follow.
diba? Ruin
Yeah,
King. Ruin King pala
yeah.
nagawa ni Yasuo dito. So that's a very soft Yasuo. Napakagutom na gutom si Yasuo from farm in this game. Top turret will be pounded by the Kai'Sa. That's one of the strength of Kai'Sa. He will just tear down these turrets one by one. Yasuo with a Sagi right there, but it is Gragas for the chase. Peng! Another bomb right there. Oh, that is gonna divide the two. But Leona will find a Yasuo. Yasuo will find an opening, and he will be able to escape. Papasok si Lee Sin right there. Orianna sends out the ultimate shockwave, but it's not gonna hit. That is very big miss right there, and Yasuo just dies in front of us, just like that. And Yasuo's down 2-14 on the board. We're looking at 16k gold.
Very big miss indeed. Grabe. The Gragas potential talaga to break combos and decent entrance during the clashes. It makes a very promising fight, and that Orianna missing the shockwave really put the team behind. Kasi wala na sila magawa. That shockwave is supposed to be a ticket to a very good clash start for the blue team. But they missed that, so they missed the rest of the fight. And now we're seeing the Infernal Dragon taken by the blue team. I'm not sure blue team is gonna be able to actually contest for this one. So might as well call it a free dragon going to Lisa. And here there's gonna be a clash between that Orianna, and oh, there's an overkill by the Ziggs, but Orianna has already been dismantled.
Double dead na yun. Orianna is disassembled with the kick right there. Lee Sin is gonna go for the chase. Malphite is already very low. Will find an escape and will not get the kill, red team. Oh, Braum will send out the ultimate. Sev Ultimate right there by Pat, by the Ezreal, but that's not gonna be enough right there. Kai'Sa dealing so much damage, and with the Acacian Rain, brings down the Ezreal. Exquisite doing a lot of damage in this game, and they're not done yet. Yasuo, saan ka pupunta? And Yasuo's gonna be hunted right here. Bottom 30 is gonna be down already. Exquisite already half HP down, so he has to be careful right here. Si Sev naman on the Braum. Whoa! Will hit the bomb right there from Mamon J4 from downtown. That is gonna hit. Mamon J4 in trouble right now, and it's gonna go down with the ball from Aoxys. And Aoxys will get the kill right there. That will be enough to deter the red team with their aggression. They are gonna go back home.
Yeah, and so far I think I'm seeing Yasuo is actually frozen sa bottom lane inhibitor turret nila. So that's not gonna look good for a late game sa blue team, because of course, kahit na behind si Yasuo sa court, still need that Yasuo. And still 3 to 17 on the board. Grabe ng lamang ng turret team, and well stun. The Malphite ultimate connects, but Malphite will have to play with this life. Wala na kung ang magagawa yung blue team, and instead they get to take down Leona, but this is going to be, oh, that big ultimate from Ziggs. The bomb hits that Braum, and Braum will have to be taken down. Blue team inhibitor turret has been broken in the mid lane, and oh, that Rift Herald gets to pound one time po sa Nexus, so it's not looking good for blue team at this point of the game at all.
Alright, look at that. I don't even want to look at the gold lead right now. It's a 21k gold lead. How do you get back from that?
At this point of the game, I don't really think so. With that inhibitor turret already broken down, and grabe na lang ng lamang for that reason. Actually, only the lineup of red team. Grabe na ng lamang nila, and I don't think there's gonna be any way they can still make up for this one. And we've seen that Leeson just now take down the Baron Asher, and that's a Baron buff going to the red team. I really don't think po may magagawa sila.
Alright, tingnan natin. I think this is gonna be last push right here. Laki na ng lead. It's already a 22k gold lead, and with red team, they have the Baron buff right now. They're not very healthy in their HP bars, but they can afford this fight. Gragas goes out for the initiation right there. Braum sends out the ultimate, but it's not going to connect to anyone. There it is, Leona's ultimate right. Oh, Arcadian Ring just erases the Braum right there. Ezreal even under the turret. It's going to go down still. Laki ng lifesteal. The Nexus is already going down. Cue in the victory music, because this one is over.
And what a victory secured by Secret Empire. Ito talaga yung secret nila with that victory, I think, was how Leeson dominated the early point of the game. Grabe yung hindi niya binigyan ng chance to get one of the young max.
Tama.
Hindi siya nakakuha din. That's the that was Jackie behind him. That's 0-3-0 against a 7-0-7. We've seen how much Leeson has done for the team, and even the chart tells you the one-sided story of how Secret Empire got and secured their victory. Grabe.
Alright, let me just, yeah, tama naman yan. Score natin is 1-0 Secret side, and with a one-sided fight. Secret needs a better team right here, and let's see if CK can step up and be that better team in game number 2. They have to, because if they don't, they are going to be losing the series, and they will be out of the Rising Stars, and Secret Empire will move forward into the semifinals. That's gonna happen this Friday. So, ganda na laban sa Friday, guys, right? So, hopefully, yan. We're gonna go on a short break right now. Miss Rattlesnake is gonna be restarting her PC. May medyo nagka-problema lang. But we are gonna be preparing for game number 2. If you want to see game number 2, please stay tuned as we go for a very short break. Alright, we're back. We're back for game number 2. Kanina po, it was Secret Empire who won the game convincingly. Game number 1. We are now headed to game number 2. The fight between Secret Empire versus pangalan to mga kids na ito? Choleric Kids. Alright, Choleric Kids is now going to be on the red side. Secret Empire is going to go to the blue side. Tingnan natin. Bans should be happening shortly. What do you think about game number 1, Miss Rattlesnake? Ano nangyari doon and what needs to be changed from Choleric Kids side?
Yung Lee talaga. Yan talaga yung that's what really punished them. I don't know why that Dr. Mundo was banned sa first game because yes, Dr. Mundo is tough, but there's a lot of ways you can deal with the Dr. Mundo over that Lee Sin who actually punished them sa early game. Imagine 2 buffs not going to their jungler. That really punished the Yasuo a whole lot. And because that Yasuo, the jungler, is highly needed during the ganks, during team fights, grabe yung potential ng Yasuo sa game. And that Yasuo was not given the chance to actually dominate in the game because of that Lee Sin. So that's what really punished Choleric Kids sa first game natin.
Yan. Andiyan na yung bans natin. Lulifiora, Wukong, and Malphite. What do you think about this?
Wow, very new. I don't know why. Did they not learn from the first game? Grabe talaga yung reason eh. And that Akali not getting banned, that will also open up the Akali for this game. So most probably we're gonna be seeing the Akali, and instead they're gonna give a respect ban po sa Malphite. So Malphite, yeah, his ultimate was highly useful and highly a hassle for the team during the first game, but yeah, we'll see about their strategy. Fiora, we can handle the Fiora. Secret Empire went ahead and picked the Akali po for our game number 2, and that Akali has so much potential.
Basahin ko lang tong comments dito kasi there's a comment right here from Just S. Akali's not yet nerfed. Sobrang lakas. So, the new Ramos can yeet from base to Baron. So, pwede siyang gumulong from base to Baron. Really amazing. Lakas ng Ramos paglabas niyan, di ba? Jomila Costa, support us, sir. Salamat po sa ginagawa niyo for Wild Rift community. Thank you so much. Ayan, nag-lockdown CK kanina. Zap, Boss Leoric. Not sure what Zap means, but tingnan natin. Let's go back to the picks. And second and third pick on the blue side, they're gonna go for the Soraka. Yan, minsan lang napipili yan. So this is gonna be very interesting. Soraka is gonna be available in this fight.
Very true. A very interesting pick indeed. And next would be Zed. Zed is actually getting picked na po. Yeah, because you know, I've seen I think I've seen a series of matches na hindi ko na talaga nakikita yung Zed, but so far we're getting Zed picked na po sa mga laro natin. And Zed can help in the split push. Zed is also a strong champ within the backlines. We've seen so much potential sa Zed, and he can deal good damage po. So I'm interested to see how they can handle this game. On the red side, we're gonna be seeing Gragas, Lee Sin, Annie, Janna. Gragas, the wombo combo breaker. We've seen that sa first game. Napakagaling ng Gragas with breaking the combo potential.
True.
Especially for the Orianna na napaka importante sa clash nila. And that Lee Sin, we've seen the early domination of Lee Sin sa jungle areas that really punished blue team earlier sa laro nila. And Annie is seldom seen, but Annie with the bear is very useful, very helpful in the push during the clashes. So I like this Annie. And then Janna with the tornado, both used offensively and defensively, and the ultimate that Janna is able to heal the entire team. That's gonna help them a whole lot during the team fights, especially that we're dealing with Akali who can deal so much damage from the backlines, and even that Vayne, seldom picked, but grabe yung potential ng Vayne po during the team fights, dealing so much damage. So I can't wait to see how they will use these lineups in the game.
Graves jungler. So I think I think this is gonna be 1-3-1 setup right here. I'm not sure. Pero this is gonna be interesting. Soraka, Zed, and Graves, and even Vayne is gonna be coming in for Secret Empire right here for game number 2. Tignan natin how they're gonna be bringing this. Draven, minsan lang napipili yan, pero Draven is a very, very strong early gamer. Sobrang sakit ng ito. And may Janna pa who protects that Draven so that Draven can go aggressive. This is gonna be very interesting. Vayne is gonna have a hard time facing this champion. Welcome to game number 2. World of Wild Rift po. Yan, tingnan natin. On the blue side, it's going to be Secret Empire this time with their lineup going up against Choleric Kids on the red side, CK. 1.10 na po tayo on this best of 3. Secret getting game number 1 for the team, and there it is. There's going to be a matchup right here in the mid. Alright, on the get-go, it's going to be a battle right here. Gragas will send out the barrel, but Iluki will not connect, and red team will not go for an engage. And Draven already brought very low, so Pat will have to back away and go back home.
Yes, so far, it's a very good start for the blue team, making sure that Draven po ay nakakapag-uwi with a very low HP. That will put Draven a little bit behind at just a half minute into the game. That should help them a whole lot. And so far, we're seeing a fight here for a domination and an invasion done by Secret Empire once again sa jungle area ng red team, which is a very good attempt. And let's see how much further they're going to be able to do and put up with this one.
Alright, and dito si Graves and Zed right here, but they are just gonna go back and will not continue the aggression right here. So, ang jungler ba natin? Let's introduce the champions nga. Hindi ko nakita sinong junglers natin eh. On the blue side, we have Exquisite on the ADR Vayne. We have Jesus at the top. They're gonna be cutting the wave right here. And Gragas, you need to get back. You need to get home, Gragas. But they're gonna go for the Lulu instead. Lulu clutch shield right there, and Lulu will be able to survive. They will not get anyone at this top lane, and they will just go for the red buff instead. It is 1 minute and a half in this game. Smite is going to connect, and they're going to be successful in that invade. 1 minute. It took them 1 minute and a half, but that's a win right there.
A very good win. Indeed, making sure they've got control of Gragas lane, and they do not give a chance for Gragas to actually go ahead and farm at that point on. And now we're looking at a 2k gold lead na po for Secret Empires. That's not that much, it does not have that much significance at this point of the game, but that will help them a whole lot. And so far, so good with their farms. Hindi pa po sila nag-reset, so not much items for us to see. But it seems that Graves and Akali and Zed are on top of the food chain, and this has got to be something. That Akali, you do not want that Akali to farm too much sa early game, because she's going to be a nightmare from the late game natin.
Alright, atong Vayne item, this is Vampiric Scepter ba ito?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Vampiric Scepter right there. With the Vayne. Pero Lee Sin is in the area, so they have to be careful. Rift Scuttler taken one on both sides, top and bottom. Graves is going to be joining the party right here. Goes in, will do damage onto Pat, and Pat will be forced to go back home and TP. And that is a small win for for blue side, Secret Empire, as Draven will have to go back home and walk all the way back to get back into the farm. So good job right there.
Very good job indeed, and mind you, that is the second time that Draven was actually forced to TP home. So imagine, let's see, the gold, not 1-9 pa yung Draven, and Vayne is on 2,300 gold na po. So
right.
That is Draven being punished, and that is Draven being put behind in this 3-minute mark into the game.
Right, pero pwede naman, si Draven can always catch up. Yung passive ni Draven, League of Draven gives him so much gold whenever he gets a kill, depending on the stacks that he has right now. For sure, level 5 na siya, hindi pa siya namamatay, marami na ng stacks si Draven. Let's see if he can get a kill, he can get back in the game. But first blood here in the mid is going to be spilled, and that is going to be Annie going down against Peng on the Kali. That's first blood for Secret Empire, and once again, Secret Empire dominating the game, taking control of the game in the early part of this series.
Very true, 1-0 on the board. And that Akali taking the first blood is going to put her a little bit over in our food chain. Look at that, 3,400 gold lead na po yung Akali natin. Like I mentioned, we do not want that Akali to be so fat like me in this game, because she will deal tons of damage and she will be a huge help for the team.
Alright, Akali is going to be facing two champions in a bad position right here. Akali will eat a kick in the face, but will be able to shroud, and she is going to be okay. Akali is not yet going back home. Pwede po siyang makabili na nito ng Hextech Gunblade, but they know that they have the advantage right now in the team fight, so they're just gonna go ahead and go for the dragon. First Drake of the game is going to be this Ocean Drake. Red team will not want any part of this at all, seems like, and it is going to be a gift. Put a ribbon on that. gift right there. Tingnan natin at the bottom. Oo, makapatay si Draven dito. And tingnan natin ang gold ni Draven ngayon. Just like that, Draven is now 3,300 and yun yung sinasabi natin. Whenever Draven kills, more gold goes to him and he is already up there.
Hindi pa siya nakapatay.
Ay, hindi siya nakapatay.
Yes, but almost po. Nakakapag-heal yung Soraka. But so far, yes, Draven is catching up sa gold niya. That's 3,000.
Ay, hindi pala namatay yung Soraka. I thought
Yeah, hindi.
namatay sa...
Nakaka-heal siya.
Alright, okay. I thought he was gonna die right there. So, hindi pala nakapatay. So, Draven will go for round 2 right here. Tingnan natin, but Akali is in the area, so red team has to be careful. But there are 4 champions here, and here's the fight. Lee Sin will go in, will be able to take the blue buff right there. The blue team will disengage, and I like that call right now. 1-0 still on the board. 18k to 15k, 3k gold lead on the blue side.
Very true. So much. If you imagine that blue team even got control po sa jungle areas natin ng red team, so slowly but surely
Ayun,
they are
gunblade.
choking the red team, and their Vayne is on his blade of the Ruin King. There's mortal reminder na po for that Draven, and so far wala pa nakakapag-Triforce yung Graves natin, but there's gonna be a Hextech Gunblade for the Kali, a Yumos for the Zed, so that is gonna be something that will give them a good advantage.
Alright, battle at the bottom. Draven deals so much damage right here. Up, Soraka will be able to heal the Vayne. Pero at the top, Akali gets another kill right there. Almost down, she's burning down, but she will do the clutch shield and she will survive. Akali gets another kill. I think that's second already, but Graves will go down here. Zed will do the cleanup attempt. Pero, he will be able to dish in the damage, and that's Gragas going down 3-1 on the board after that. Big news is that red team CK is already on the board with 1 kill.
Very true, and with the Rift Herald alive, both teams are gonna need that to have their first turret take. But I think Zed is doing a pretty good job on the top lane, and there you have it. The first turret goes to Secret Empire, making it a 5k gold lead going in their pockets. It's just 7 minutes into the game, but here Lee Sin will have to punish Zed for taking down that turret, and there Zed gets taken down. A second kill for the team.
Alright, nag-overstay ang Zed doon sa taas. Dapat after the turret down, dapat umuwi na siya, and he gets killed because of that. Somehow red team is able to get a punish right there. Here we go, Rift Herald is already available. I think there's going to be a fight right here. Tornado is going to hit. But at the back lines, Vayne is being targeted right now by 2 champions. Kick right there on the Vayne. And Vayne goes down early in this fight. And this is CK going in for the fight. They already won that one. But Janna is going to go down on their side. Oh, they're fighting under the shroud right now. This is bad. And it is Akali with the dance with everyone. The dance of pain is going to be there. Draven will be able to take down the Akali right here. Draven will do the cleanup, but Draven is going to be next in the menu. Draven, you have to get back out of town. Ultimate on the Draven, and that's going to be triple kill by the Zed, just like that. But look at Draven, 5,800 right there on the Draven after that. Rift Herald taken as a reward by blue team.
What a fight we just saw. Just when we thought blue team was gonna lose that one from losing the Vayne, Akali comes in and shrouded the entire pit. She got the free hit, she got so much kills for herself, and Zed came as well to the rescue. Talk about so much damage and getting back into the game. Secret Empire does it once again with the Rift Herald in their pockets. They've secured a victory on that objective.
Alright, Kai right here will go for the or go for the Zed. Zed with the Soraka right there will be able to survive, but the Lulu in the mid is not going to be able to. Peng dealing so much damage once again. It's a Sonic up right there, pero andyan po yung Kai. Gragas gonna go down, and so does the blind man, and Ali. The blind man, Lee Sin, just regrets his decision right there big time. He's gonna go down with this big man, and that is, that's Zed gonna be coming in, pero Akali will go in. Hindi po tatama ang shuriken, sayang. That would have been a kill right there by Peng. But Peng is gonna go and dance with Spat. This time, Peng has the shroud right here to protect himself. Goes back in for that kill, pero hindi po mamamatay. It's gonna be Vayne who dies instead. Eto, Akali, let me have this dance, my friend. And blue team will win one more. Janna goes down, pero the Graves in a bad position.
Grabe naman was that. Akali seems to be taunting our red team with the dances she's able to do with the turret. Pinapasok kaya yung turret ng parang wala lang, and she was able to secure a kill for that Jana. What an Akali fattening herself is not good. Look at this. Secret Empire punishes red team 1-by-1 with that Akali dominating the game. And so far, look at this.
Uh-oh.
A jungle invasion by the Lee Sin, but no, it's not looking good for Lee Sin.
Lee
Vayne
Sin!
comes, but the bomb saves that Lee Sin, but not just
Oh,
yet.
flash.
Akali comes here, and there's a
Oh,
get
there it is. Akala mo lisin mga kawika, but just like that, it is Akali taking down 2 champions. The Gragas even dying right here. The Shuriken connects. And Lulu, you're going to be next in the menu. But the turret is going to be there doing damage on the Akali. And because of that, Akali will not pursue. That is going to be 3 champions dead on the red side. And they will take the Drake as their reward. Windrake taken at 10 minutes and 40 seconds in.
What a messy fight. Look at this. Secret Empire chokes Choleric. What a very fast game. A fast-paced game for Secret Empire. Split push done by Zed on the top while Graves is busy on the dragon here, and the bottom turret as well is going to be taken down. Super intense game showed by Secret Empire to us right now.
Alright, here it is. Aggression by blue side. Secret Empire. They are gonna be catching the red team, turtling up in the base, so hindi nila makukuha talaga yon. Mid-turret though, it's not looking so well, and this should be history in a bit. Shuriken of the Akali is gonna be connecting. Let's see if he will engage right here, but yeah, Gragas is gonna be there. Akali's already very low, and Akali overplayed her hands right there. Akali's gonna go down, so does Jana, so that's 2 champions dead on the red side. Rift Herald is being summoned right here, so red team will have to come back. They're TPing back home. But no, they're not going to be able to defend this on time. And dyan na po sila. But the Rift Herald will take a big chunk of the 3rd HP. Rift Herald's not done yet. But Graves will just opt for a back. And Zed goes down.
Man, what a messy fight. Grabe. Although they were not able to take down the inhibitor turret, but so much fight was going on. And without the Akali and the Zed right now, they're not able to go full blast on the base of red team, so that's a very good win for Choleric kids. But mind you, they have a base to defend now with blue team slowly reviving one at a time. 17-9 on the board, an 11k goal lead going to Secret Empire just 12 minutes into the game.
Alright, shout out to my daughters watching right now. Laika Seco, Bazaar said, kaya mo yan. Thank you, Laika, for the support. Here we go. There's going to be a fight here in the mid. Akali's going to be initiating things right here. Jana with the ultimate right there to defend the teams right now. Good ultimate right there by the Ani. Zed with the ultimate right there. It's going to be on point. Red team, their HP bar's already very low. Kai will have to go back. Lee Sin is already very low. Ano pangalan to? Soraka, very low. Jesus will be taken down by Pat. Pat is gonna go for more damage right here. Exquisite taken down very low, but will survive. Will be able to find an exit, but tignan natin. Hysteresis, will he be able to get an escape? Yes, he will. Red team takes that fight. 2 champions down on the blue side. Red team will not opt for the Baron, will just opt for a reset, but a small win by them at that fight.
Small win indeed. Choleric kids does not give up that easily, making sure they can still pick the pieces of this puzzle up and making sure they can still make a comeback. Zed here is that Zed just goes in, and that Zed with the ultimate will take down the Jana, take down the Draven, and there you have it, guys. Zed just does that, and an entrance here from the Akali going for a cleanup. Graves gets to take down the Lee Sin and the Gragas, and here Annie will be left to defend the base. Just when you thought malulugi na talaga yung Zed sa fight na yun, he was all alone, not getting so much backup, but with his mobility, he was able to take down the champs from red team. And this is the mid lane inhibitor turret going down. Annie will be left to defend the base, and I don't think they can still get back into the game. Not sure though, but blue team does not opt to go for their march.
Nakita mo yun, the patience from Zed. Zed looked for the perfect timing. Kala niya makukuha, kala niya nga mamamatay siya. But season opening seizes it and gets 3 champions down on the red side. And now blue team is already back in this game. Lee Sin will go in. Zed sent out the ultimate right there, but Zed's gonna be in a bad position. Lee Sin is gonna go chase for the Soraka, but Soraka is gonna be okay. Zed's not moving right here, Mamon. Right? Just stalking everyone around. Gets hit by the Lee Sin. Lee Sin will go for the initiate again. Right here, Gragas with the body slam, but Mamon will be able to flash away. But Soraka, I don't think will have the same fate, and Soraka is down. But Lee Sin will be taken down, and that's 1-for-1 exchange. Two champions dead on the red side, on the blue side. Graves is not yet here, so blue team will have to be careful. Up! That's gonna be another kill. Zed goes for another ultimate right there. Tries to go for a kill on the Janna, and he's gonna be successful. But Zed is gonna go down. This is very messy, but overall, mid-third is gonna be going down, and that's the base crack to open on the red side 15 minutes in.
Grabe nun, that potential from Gragas, making sure na ano yung Vayne niya with his ultimate. Vayne was able to go closer to the turret, and that secured a kill for the Vayne. And that Zed coming in, I think that was an overcommit done by the Zed, but still, that was a little victory from the red team. They're getting back into the game, and they're making sure that they're able to defend their base. And right now, we're seeing Graves going for the Mountain Dragon. This is going to be the third free dragon going to Secret Empire. And that's going to play its part at this point on. Napakasakit na. 24-15 on the board, and that's a 14k gold lead going to Secret Empire. Talking about so much gold lead po. On top of our blue chain is gonna be Zed, followed by the Akali. That
Alright, there it is. Zed sends out the ultimate right there. I look, Aoxys takes the ultimate from the Zed, but will be able to escape right there. So everyone's still alive somehow. Draven will have the stasis to survive. Akali taking third damage right there. Will be able to escape. Gragas flashes in. That's wasted flash right there by the Gragas. So blue team a small win at this point of the game. No casualties just yet. But here it is. Another reload right there by the Akali. Akali will look for a way out. Akali will be able to exit. Bottom turret though is going to be the focus right here of that Zed. Zed doing the damage, and this turret is going to go down one more, and that's bottom turret down. Ultimate right there again by the Zed. Ang bilis na ng cooldown dito. Graves is going to go down, so this is bad for blue side. They will have to escape, and they will be able to get out. Rampage on the Annie. 25-16 on the board. 16 minutes, 50 seconds in.
So far, so good. With Choleric kids having 2 turrets down to Luminator, at least they are able to delay the victory of Secret Empire. They're able to hold up their defenses, making sure that they're not that easy to take down, because if they are, then that Secret Empire will win that match. Oh, look at here on the top. It's gonna be a fight between that Akali, but Akali's mobility is gonna be able
Kai, run
to
Kai. You're
that,
being hunted.
That Annie, and Zed gets to take down Annie as well. This is not looking so good now for Choleric kids, and I think they're gonna opt for the Baron Nashor instead. Not sure if they're gonna go for it, but I think that's the ticket they're gonna do to victory.
Yeah, just waiting for the Kali to finish the blue buff right here, and they should go for the Baron already. Only 2 champions right here. Make that 3. Boy na po si Draven. 3 champions, but they're gonna go for this Lee Sin kill yet. If they get this Lee Sin, then that's lesser chances for red team to be able to steal this. I like this call right now. Lee Sin dashes away, flashes forward, but the chase is gonna be there. Zed will complete the chase, and that's Lee Sin head cut, and he will be buried 6 feet under. And there it is. Baron is gonna be taken after that after the Lee Sin goes down.
Grabe nun. That was a very sure and good strategy displayed by the 3 champions, making sure they're able to corner that Lee Sin and secure their opening that they need for the Baron take. Grabe, napakagaling. And now we're gonna be seeing the Baron buff any minute now going in the pockets of blue team. And this is not gonna look good for Choleric kids. 28-16 on the board, and that's a 15k gold lead
hindi nila
in
tinapos.
their pockets. But hindi nila tinapos.
Alright, I think it's Secret Empire just playing with their food right now. I don't know why hindi nila tinapos, but they're just playing with their food at this point. Again, look at the gold lead right there. It's a 15k gold lead. It's very hard to recover from that. The base is already pretty much open. Isang third na lang ang natitira dito on the base of the red side. Red team, blue team will just go for the frags right here. That's the weakness of the Zed ultimate, stasis. But stasis is no longer available at this point for the Gragas. They are gonna go for the kill right here. Nexus is open, and tingnan natin, they're gonna go for it. Red team will not be here to defend this, and they don't even need the Baron at this point. Corgi behind being shown a flash with some bad manners right there, but Secret Empire have done it. They won game number 2, and they will be headed forward and moving forward to our semi-finals.
What a victory tonight. Grabe yun. Look at that. Another one-sided story secured by Secret Empire tonight. They're reserving their slots into our semifinals, and they shown you a punishment for not banning these S tier champs.
True.
Grabe. With the first game, the Lee Sin was able to dominate so much, and then the second game, we've seen
Laika.
Kali dominate the game.
And my daughter is chatting on the comments. Thank you for watching, Laika. All right, so I saw your chat. I saw your comment. Good evening. Did you eat your dinner already? Tingnan natin. But yes, guys, we're gonna go for a short break. We are gonna be watching our second game of the evening. Ang maglalaban naman po this time is going to be SINAG Cavalry. Right? That's a very well-known name here in our country, yung SINAG na team na yan. And they're gonna go up against Stage 7 Esports. That's gonna be exciting. So please stay tuned as we go for a short break as we prepare the game for you. Please give us 5 minutes. Please stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Rising Stars. Let me just chat with the players right now. And mapapanood po natin, it's gonna be our second game for the evening. We are gonna be watching the fight between SINAG Cavalry on the blue side, and on the red side it's gonna be Sage 7 S7E Sage 7 Esports. Haven't covered them before, but I found out that they're a good team, so this is gonna be something. All right, this is gonna be a banger right here. Papanood natin yan in a bit. We're just gonna go through the bands really quick, and I'll explain to you what Rising Stars is. May mga nagme-message kayo say, what's Rising Stars is, diba? So, World of Wild Rift, yung every night natin na scrim nights, diba, before. So, basically, what we really want to do is really expose itong mga rising teams in the country, right? Give them exposure to a very small competitive tournament naman, which is Rising Stars. That's the name, Rising Stars, kasi rising pa lang ito ang mga stars na ito, right? So, basically, these teams, itong mga pro teams na ito, mga competitive teams, they want to go to, they are looking for scrims para makapag-practice ng team plays nila, strategies, etc. And here, in Rising Star, hindi lang sila makakapag-practice, but we are giving them basically a tournament setup para at very least exposed. Parang mafe-feel nila na parang tournament talaga kahit scrim lang ito. So we make your scrims special, and at the same time, if you win the first place and second place, we give you something extra, di ba? So nakapag-practice na kayo, may tournament feel pa kayo, may pera pa kayo pag nanalo kayo. So basically, we're helping new teams. If you are a new team and naghahanap kayo ng scrims, andyan po sa video description, meron po dyan na link for the registration for next week para maka-join kayo sa Rising Stars next week. Mangyayari po dito ngayon, kahapon po on day number 1. Today is gonna be game number 2. So we will have 2 winners for today. Meron na tayong 2 winners kahapon. So we will be completing the matchups for semifinals natin, which is gonna happen tomorrow, right? So dalawang mananalo ngayon, dalawang nanalo kahapon. They're gonna go through the semifinals. Tsaka, since nanalo na yung mga teams na yun, you are sure na mas malakas ang kalaban nyo sa susunod. So, more practice for your team. Hitting 2 birds with one stone. Uy, 3 birds pa nga diba? 3 yung goal natin with one stone. So, that's Rising Stars. Hopefully, mag-register po kayo. Are the bands already starting in? Wala pa. Nakikita mo yung screen natin? Yeah. Let me know if there are bands already, okay? O nga pala, Rising Stars, magkakaroon po tayo, hindi po siya Rising Stars, so yung Supremacy Cup po natin in the future, matutuloy po, right? We are gonna have month 3 of Supremacy Cup. That's the tournament handled by World of Wild Rift. So it was very big. Medyo nagkagulo lang sa last natin na tournament, but it was still successful because of the updates. Laki ng update last time. So, medyo nagka-delay side down. Tapos, sumabay pa ang problema ni PLDT. That was very challenging, but thank God, natuloy naman and it was successful. Month number 3 is gonna be coming up. Abangan nyo po dito sa World of Wild Rift sa Leoric PH. So, please follow this page, Leoric PH, and also my partner's Facebook page right there for Rattlesnake. And the bats are already in. Please break this down for us, Miss Rattlesnake.
Alright, so far so good. It's gonna be Akali and the Lee Sin. We've seen the first matchup, guys. If you guys tuned in, so first matchup natin earlier, Akali and Lee Sin was able to dominate the game, and now we're not gonna be seeing them. Ibaban sila for their very strong potential during the game. So this is gonna be very exciting. Akali will be out, Lee Sin will be out, and wala pa yung dalawa. But so far, the potential of Akali's mobility, her shroud alone can help her a whole lot during the team fights, and the fact that she's a very mobile champ, galing talaga ng sweep potential that she's able to do during the clashes. And as for Lee Sin, we've seen so much jungle domination from Lee Sin by invading the opponents, not giving the opponent's jungler a chance to actually farm the buff. So that was a very promising match displayed by the Lee Sin, and now we're also going to be seeing Wukong getting banned. Wukong is a very good jungler as well. His Cyclone is a very good initiator during the ganks, during the clashes. So Wukong, I should say, is a very good carry for the team's clash. So this is a very effective ban for the team. And next would be Ziggs. Ziggs, not only is he a very effective turret breaker, but Ziggs can zone out the champs or his opponents during objective takes, which I find very useful, but just to make sure that they can secure objectives in their pocket. So these are very good battles from both teams, and that will open up the big tanky supports like Braum, um, Alistar, and I think we're gonna be seeing Galio, because Galio is not banned, and so far for me, Galio is very OP in his entrance into Wild Rift, yung semi-global ultimate niya, so I think we're gonna be seeing Galio this time.
Alright. Let me edit the names really quick, so please take over the picks. My daughter, pasensya niyo na, she's doing her best to learn Tagalog, so medyo hindi ko maintindihan yung Tagalog niya. Sana'y umasa ako, ama. I think she's saying, I hope you see me, father, dad. Anyways, she's watching right now, so very adorable person right there. Like, thank you so much. Alright, here are the picks.
Alright, so for the first pick, I was not mistaken. Galio is gonna be played into the Rift right now. Galio has so much potential with the clashes. Excuse me,
SINAG Cavalry is on the blue side, right? SINAG C. So I'm just
yes, SINAG po.
I'm dating the names really quick. SINAG Cavalry and S7E. Sage 7 Esports on the red side. Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright, so going back to Galio with so much initiation skills is gonna be so helpful. And next we're seeing the tanky Braum in on the Rift as well. Who's going to be protecting that? Ezreal is very strong, although squishy siya, but he's mobile enough. But with Braum's protection, Braum is very tanky even at level 1. So this is gonna be very nice for the team, and followed by that, Camille, who is a very effective Baron lane champ, nakakapag-split push, and even her hex tech is very useful during the team fights. And then Graves is also a very strong jungler for the team. And on the red side, we're seeing Vi potential to actually slam you into the ground, Fiora to counter that Camille. But for me, the only drawback for that Fiora would be she's more into one-on-one combat over the team fight. So that is something she might need to actually know about, which of course she would know about, this malalaking team sila, of course. And that Orianna Shockwave, yeah, we can have Vi coming in, and then Orianna with a Shockwave, and Lulu can be used both offensively and defensively, so I like that pick. And then Jinx is a very mobile ADR, and she's also gusto ko yung attack damage niya because she's a very fast champ, so, and she's able to deal so much damage. So I'm liking this lineup, although I think I would go for SINAG this time with so much potential from that Galio. I really look up to the Galio. Napaka-OP niya ngayon sa Wild Rift.
Alright, here we go. Medyo nag-echo ng boses ni Miss Rattlesnake. That's because he's beside me right now na pipick up ng microphone ko. So I'll do my best to adjust this, but here we go. The fight is starting. SINAG Cavalry on the blue side. Let me turn off the fog of war right now. And so I'm just gonna be lowering the volume here on my side para at lalapit lang sa microphone para hindi gaanong nag-echo si Miss Rattlesnake. But here we go. Early game is gonna be pretty early. I want to focus on this Galio. Mukhang maganda to. Alright, this is gonna be, ito, lulusot si Galio for the tournaments. So far, so good. OP daw si Galio. I tried Galio also on my end. Okay naman. But I'm more of a support kasi, so nasusupport ko si Galio. Having a hard time with the meta so far, but in the mid, sobrang lakas ni Galio. Alright, let's do the rundown on both sides.
Alright, so we have SINAG Cavalry, Kira on the Ezreal ADR. We have off-limit pot for Braum support. Oh no, there's a fight here on the top. We're seeing a domination invasion on that Vi's jungle, and it seems Vi is going to be taken down, and that's a first blood going to SINAG Cavalry, and that Graves will be blessed with two Brambleback buffs in his pocket already, both coming from the red side, and that is not gonna look good for a red team at this early fight. We've seen that's a first match kanina, the jungle dominating, and that will put Vi really behind in this game. There's still gonna be a fight.
Lulu will have to flash away right there, so flash is already burned. Galio is already very low. He's being chased right now. He has to be careful, and flash will be also used by the Galio. And that's a small win right there, S7E. Vi is going to be the area. Blue team will know about this. Papasok si off limit and Aleri, but Vi will be able to disengage, and that's not gonna turn into something bigger at this point.
Alright, and going back po sa introduction natin, we
Oo.
have
Teka lang, we're not gonna be able to introduce everyone. Never mind that, there is gonna be spicy things happening here in the bottom. Red team will wisely hide under the turret and they will survive that aggression from the blue side. Pero grabe ang aggression ng blue team dito ha. SINAG Cavalry taking it to the red team right now.
very true, totally agree. It's very good that they're able to choke sa early laning phase pa lang po because that will reward them deeply po sa late game natin because they're not able to farm sa early game, which of course is the main focus sa early laning phase, to actually farm as much as you can para po marami na po tayong items to actually compete against our opponent. So that is something that will put SINAG Cavalry at a very big advantage right now at this point of the game. Nearly 3 minutes in, 1-0 on the board, but you're seeing a 1k goal lead. Although it's not that much of significance, but it's gonna be something for the teams sa later part ng game natin. We're gonna have to feel that one later on.
Tingnan natin ang organization. SINAG Pilipinas is in the house in the comments right now. Shout out to the whole organization. And to my daughter, you can use English po. She's trying her best to put in Tagalog comments dito kasi niririnig niya tayo mag-Tagalog. But like you can use English if you want to post it in the comments here. Itemization, nothing much so far, but we're looking at a 2k gold lead on the blue side. Wala pa nabubuo dito, but item advantage on the blue side. Heading towards the Ocean Drake. This is gonna be big. SINAG is gonna go for the first turret of the game. Red team will have no response right here, and that is the turret wrapped. And with the rebound on top, because that one's a gift. First turret of the game goes on to SINAG Cavalry.
Super! What was that? Nearly 4 minutes into the game. The first turret is already taken by SINAG Cavalry. Hindi pa nga nag-spawn yung Ocean Dragon, but they were able to secure the first turret, and that put them at a 2k, make it 3k gold lead na po for SINAG Cavalry. And the Ocean Dragon has just spawned right now. It's not much of priority, but let's see if the SINAG Cavalry is gonna go for it.
Natin 4 minutes 11 seconds. Dragon's already available. Look at the itemization dito. Very big advantage on the blue side right now. SINAG has the advantage. I don't recommend taking this fight right now, but red team wanted this, so blue team, SINAG Cavalry is taking it to them, and Vi just goes down like that. And if you're SINAG in a good lead right here, the Fiora will come in with the ultimate from the Lulu. Ezreal from downtown with an ultimate too. Brom goes down first in this fight. Dragon still available, but it is Graves who takes it down, and they will go for the punish this time. Cleanup is starting right here. Only one champion left. The Orianna to mourn for the team, but Aleri will want to get the tick. While burning Orianna, and that's a quadra kill for the Graves, completing the punish. Unofficial ace, but that was a teardown.
What a fight we just saw. Very good job for SINAG Cavalry, focusing on Vi first to make sure na wala na makakapag-smite on the Rattlesnake, and that one by one, the champs from Red Team was taken down by SINAG Cavalry. What a fight we just saw. Very good setup, a very good takedown on the Ocean Dragon, going to the side, and there you have it, a second turret going in their pockets, and that will push the lead further to a 7k goal lead at just 5 minutes and a half into the game. With 6-1 on the board, 25 seconds until the Rift Herald is going to spawn, and so far it's looking good for the teams. It's gonna be Graves on top of the Blue Jade with a Yomos Ghost Blade na po, and Triforce for the Ezreal and the Camille. That's gonna be something for the team, and the Rabadons for Galio. Strong na po at just 6 minutes into the game. That should help them a whole lot.
Alright, let me just lower the volume of the game right here. That mid-turret is just being pounded, and just like that, it goes down, and that's history. 3 turrets down onto the red side, and this is bad right now. Tingnan mo gaano ka-advantage right now and how confident the blue team is in this fight, and they will spot the Lulu. Lulu's splash will be burned once again. Good aggression right here by Aleri, and they will take the Rift Herald as their reward 6 minutes and 25 seconds in. Uh-oh, at the bottom, you need to get out of town. Camille sends out the Hex's ultimatum, but will be able to wire away, and she is gonna survive. OG with a good maneuver and will be out. Parang sa ano lang eh, parang Titans lang eh. Parang, um, Teka lang, up, eto, OG will go for the punish right here on the Fiora, but Lulu is there. Once Lulu is there, Camille will not go for the trade, and she will. A 2v1 right here. Camille very confident right now. And this is space created for the team. And Camille will just back away when she is in danger. And that's very, very frustrating for the blue side. At the top, the Jinx just goes down like that.
Very frustrating indeed, but they're at a very comfortable cushion at this point in the game. 7-1 on the board and almost 10k gold lead the pot, making that just now a 10k gold lead going to SINAG Cavalry. Super comfortable, and it still seems Graves is still on top of the food chain. And mind you guys, the turret count is already 4-0, but the Rift Herald has not yet been released. This seems to be a very fast-paced game for SINAG Cavalry. Dominations are early game, making sure that they punish red team so hard with the farm. And oh, there's gonna be a fight any minute now.
Alright, mid turret, no answer so far by the red team. This is getting more scarier for the red team. 4 champions right here versus 3. They can't even initiate on that, knowing that Galio can always help anytime, and that's the strength of the Galio right there. They're gonna go focus on the bottom side instead. Remember, they still have the Rift Herald right here. Fiora is gonna be coming in. Fiora will be able to second scale away, and Hextech's ultimatum is invested right here. Bottom turret goes down. Mid turret also goes down. Graves, you need to get out of town, but Graves will be able to, and up Galio comes in with the ultimate, but will not hit anyone. So far, so good defense right here by S7E. But 15 seconds, second Drake of the game. Second Drake pa lang pala tayo. We're already looking at the inhibitor turrets at this point. So this is a very dominating game by SINAG Cavalry at this point. S7E, they will have to look for a way to stop the bleeding right now, because if it doesn't, then this wound is just gonna get bigger and bigger. How much is the lead, Miss Rattlesnake?
That's going to be an 8k gold lead, I think. Hindi pala. 12k gold lead.
Alright, 12k
12K
gold
na
lead
pala.
right here. Thank you so much, Moreno, Joros. Pasensya na yung daughter ko. She's using Google Translate right now. Ito, flash away by the Camille right here. Initiation by the Vi. Red team is not in good position right now. Ultimate of the Lulu is going to be helping the Vi to survive. Vi will have to look for a way to exit, and the team is there to protect her. Vi will be okay. Ezreal, will you send the ultimate right there? Ang ganda nito, dalawang champions on the base. No, ultimate of Ezreal still on cooldown.
Very lucky call there. But if you guys notice, they're not after the kills. They're just blessed with so much clashes, because if you checked earlier, they released the Rift Herald to mid lane and they opted for a push from bottom lane. So that led them to 2 turrets down with the Rift Herald spawning. That was actually a very good strategy done by SINAG Cavalry, making sure they choke red team further. Huh?
Idol si Mona.
Idol? Okay.
Much better.
Yes, and there you have it, 7-1 on the board. A 14k gold lead for SINAG, and the Baron Nashor has just spawned in front of you. But I don't think this is gonna be so good yet for a take, because still 10 minutes. But of course, kaya na yan ng SINAG Cavalry with the 41k gold. And so far, they're doing good with choking red team into their base. Look at that, hindi nakakapalabas yung Sage 7 Esports at this point of the game. Wala, they're just trapped in the base. They're doing a very good job of choking red team.
Alright, but this is bad for blue side. If they just continue doing this, they will have to look for a way to force a fight, and this is what I will recommend. Try to bait out the red team S7E out of the base and go to contest for this Baron buff, because if you don't do that, this is going to be a stalemate, and this will become a longer game, and more time for the red team means more option for them to get back into this game. I like this take right here. Baron is going to be taken without any contest, and at the very least, they can do more damage with the Baron buff. There it is. Baron buff taken 10 minutes and 58 seconds in. Resets are going to be coming in, and let's see what kind of damage SINAG Cavalry will be able to do here with the Baron buff in their hands.
Very true, and that only leaves them with 3 inhibitor turrets to defend the base. I don't think there is something they can do to defend this one now if SINAG Cavalry is gonna go full blast on the defenses, and so far we're so good. They're marching their way towards the base of the red team at just 11 minutes and a half into the game.
Looking like a 1-to-1 setup right here. They want to divide the attention right now of the red team. They can afford this because they're very much in the lead in this game. Here comes the wave. Shockwave is going to be casted right there. So remember, that's not going to be available in team fights. That should be a go signal for the blue side. Ezreal is in. Sends out the ultimate from downtown. Hits 2 champions. That's very good. Bottom turret taking a pounding. So does the mid. And so is the top right here. And they're going to go for the top right there. Grand challenge is going to be casted right here by Senyang. But Senyang, no, the Senyang is the Vi. Top turret is going to go down. Fiora is going to go down. Mid turret is also down. And it's going to be a 4v5 right here for this hold. And I don't think it is going to be enough. Nexus is already taking damage right here. And cue the music because this one, I think, is already over. And there it is. SINAG Cavalry takes game number 1. Let's see ano mangyayari sa game number 2. What do you think about that fight, Miss Rattlesnake?
Very dynamic, very fast-paced. SINAG Cavalry tried to secure their victory at just, I think that was 12 minutes in the match. Napakagrabe. They were able to play so much domination sa early game, the jungle invasion that they were able to do, and then later on, the turret breaks that they were able to do, pushing on different lanes. Galing talaga. If you check the scoreboard, walang masyadong casualties that was actually taken down, but it was more on the objectives, it was more taking down turrets. Look at that, just 10 casualties 12 minutes into the game. You can see how SINAG Cavalry secured their victory through the turrets, through the objectives.
An almost perfect game. An almost perfect game right here by SINAG Cavalry. Alright, S70 will have to bring their A game, game number 2 to get back into this fight. Because if not, one more win, SINAG Cavalry is gonna be moving towards our semifinals already. Hindi daw kakain si Kira if ever matatalo sila. So they're gonna be bringing their A game, SINAG Cavalry right here. So man, S70, you have to do your best also to put up a fight here with SINAG Cavalry. We're gonna go on a short break as we prepare for game number 2. So stay tuned, don't go away.
Yes, that's a one-sided game going to SINAG Cavalry. You can see that they're
Up. ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Check mic. Is it working? Hey, sound. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. Welcome po. Of the very good fight. SINAG Cavalry winning game number 1. Game number 2, S7E. I'll have to bring their A game to stay in this series, right? This is a best of 3. Isa na lang po, match point already on the SINAG Cavalry team. Sage 7 Esports will have to win this to extend this series to game number 3 and try to win it from there. We already have the bans starting in. Let's go ahead, Miss Rattlesnake.
There you have it. Camille is gonna get a respect ban this time. Camille did so much split push there because as you can see, Camille was more into objectives. That game was less into the clash, more into objective focus, more into a fast-paced game. So Camille is gonna get banned. Next would be Akali, next would be Braum, next would be Ziggs. Ziggs we've seen, like I mentioned, so much potential from the Ziggs. The Braum being so tanky, and yung Akali, always Akali grabe na mobility niya. And this should open Lee Sin into the rift. Let's see if they're gonna go for it. And so far we're seeing SINAG actually hovering on the
Remember, this match point for SINAG Cavalry right here. S7E is going to be the blue side this time, so they're the first pick. S7E, they're going to go for the Ezreal first at this point of the game. Kanina si Ezreal was on SINAG Cavalry side. They don't want that SINAG to have that Ezreal, so they're going to take it for themselves. But red team, SINAG Cavalry is going to be responding with a Lee Sin and Galio pick right away.
This is gonna be monstrous. Lee Sin, you do not want Lee Sin into the rift, but ayun, hindi siya na-ban, so we're seeing Lee Sin this time. And Galio really was so OP. Yung initiation potential ng Galio na yan, super. The semi-global and the knock-up of Galio, that's really something for the team. And especially that Lee Sin can also knock you into the air. That's going to be so much potential, buying time for his allies to free hit on the opponents. But I'm liking the Rakan grand entrance though. Rakan is also a very promising support for the team. We'll see if he's gonna be able to hold his defenses up for the opponents. And Ezreal dealt so much damage to previous games now that he's a very strong champ with so much damage and mobility, but we'll see if he can dominate in this game. Vi as well can slam you into the ground, so let's hope that Vi can keep up, because the first game hindi siya masyado nakakapag-dominate because of Graves taking so much of the objectives for that Vi in their invasion. So that Vi in the first game was punished. And now we're seeing Malphite and Yasuo. Malphite with the ultimate knock-up, and then Yasuo with the tornado and grand entrance for the Rakan. That's so much knock-ups. That should give Ezreal so much chance to actually free hit from the back. And Vi as well, slamming you to the ground. That's super. And for the red side as well, not to mention Galio, Wukong, and Lee Sin can also knock you up. So it's actually a very good pickup. And as well as Janus Tornado. So this is something for us to really watch out for. Draven can free it from the back, and the fact that Draven can actually get so much gold from taking down champs, that's gonna help him a whole lot as well. So this is actually a very interesting lineup for both teams.
Alright, definitely true, Miss Rattlesnake. Good analysis right there. Gusto ko ang Galio, Draven, Wukong combo dito, pero you can't really, hindi mo talaga pwedeng i-disregard ang Malphite, Rakan onto the Yasuo juggle right there. Pwede ka munang maghugas ng pinggan habang kinokontrol ka. But in theory, that's what they do. But the question is S7E gonna be able to do that here? The wombo combo that they want, and SC, knowing that this is a veteran team, I think they are not going to allow for that wombo combo to happen. This is what we are going to be watching in this fight, and this is going to be very interesting. Game number 2, welcome to the Wild Rift. Welcome to the fight between S7, Sage 7 Esports versus SINAG Cavalry in the house. Andito ang organization ng SINAG ngayon, nanonood sa ating program. Welcome everyone. There's gonna be an invade right here by the Rakan. They will spot this Wukong, so that's very valuable information right there. Grand entrance is gonna be used right here, but it's not gonna connect on OG. OG will find an exit right here. Lee Sin at the top, going for the Baron lane. Teka lang ha. Sino nakasmite? It's Wukong, so this
po.
is a Baron laner Lee Sin. Alright, this is
Yeah.
interesting for OG.
Very interesting indeed. I can't wait to see. Because mostly, yung Lee Sin palagi naging jungler. So,
Right.
this is going to be so interesting. I think, wala na pala. Never mind. So far, we're seeing a fight here on the river, and it's Rakan who's gonna have to pay for that aggression. But I don't think Rakan will be taken down today. But so
Vi?
far, red team will be persistent, and that's Galio taking down the Vi on the top lane. Lee Sin will have to be taken down by Yasuo as
Boom.
well, but Yasuo will be taken down by that Wukong. With just a very simple aggression from the Rakan, it turned down to 3 casualties going down 1-2 on the board. A 1k gold lead going to a SINAG Cavalry.
Right. Yasuo getting a return kill at the top, but Wukong was there for the party. Just bonks Yasuo at the side of the head, turns him into a pinata, and this ends with a 2-1. Go ahead, the lead onto SE side. They're not done yet. They're looking for a third frag right here. Red team will go for the blue buff instead. And this is Vi, just level 1 at this point. This is very, very good for red team. They're slowing down the Vi. Vi will have to TP back home. Run over to the red buff. But she will be surprised when he comes here and the red buff is no longer available. This is being taken by the Wukong. Ezreal is going to be coming here. Exist alone is going to be able to help for the take right here. But Vi is already very low right now. Rakan with a whip right there. Vi goes down, and this is bad. That is going to be Rakan after the whip gets punished, and 4-1 on the board. Just like that. SINAG Cavalry. The team is here to play. We're already looking at a 4-1 scoreboard. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in.
What an aggression. Gabi, it's really with SINAG Cavalry making sure they win the jungle area of the blue team, making sure that they can choke the jungler of the opponent, because that will help a whole lot. Yung jungler kasi napaka-bigat ng role niya sa laro na ito. She plays a very big role, so they make sure to choke that jungler by taking down what she needs, and those are the 2 buffs. And look at now Vi equipped with no buffs at all, and it's all going to the Wukong. That will put Wukong at a bigger advantage into the game, and that will choke Vi a little bit behind into the game, and that will not look good sa later part, because that Vi will be forced to keep farming more than that Wukong, so that Wukong can go ahead and help in the ganks, in the fight, and that Vi will not be of much use yet, so she will still need to farm a bit more. 1-4 on the board, a 3k gold lead going to SINAG Cavalry, and 25 seconds until the first Drake is going to spawn, and it's going to be the Infernal Drake, a very important Drake into the match.
Alright, parang lugaw to eh. Hashtag essential, Infernal Drake. So this is going to be a fight, and the party is going to be here. Both team knows the address, and they will be meeting here. I don't know if they are blue teams. S7E is going to go for the challenge right there, knowing that they're in a disadvantage, but we will see in a bit. Yasuo is already starting the reset right now. Itemization right here. Galio with almost finishing one more item, and I was playing with my friends right here. Isa pa nanonood yung isang kaibigan ko, si Rabago. I call this Rabago's Death Cap. Galio is almost done with the Rabago's Death Cap right there, and blue team will not want any piece of the action, and that's a dragon taken down. First Drake of the game goes so to the side of SINAG Cavalry.
I think I have to go. As much as I would love to go ahead and stay, I think I have to go.
Alright, so I'm gonna be continuing the game.
Bye, guys.
So ito, Yamato going up against this Yasuo right here. Pacifist going for the ultimate right there, and the damage is still gonna continue, and that's Galio going down in that fight. 2-4. That was a good big 1v1 kill right there. Here at the bottom, red team has to be careful right here. They're fighting under the turret, but they will be confident enough to take the fight, and Ezreal goes down. Yasuo is here for the cleanup. Janna with the Monsoon right here, off limit with the good ultimate to hail the champions, and Yasuo is pushed away. Will have to run under the turret, but that's not a safe haven right there. Yasuo, you thought you are gonna be okay, but no, he gets bonked on the side of the head once again, and Yasuo goes down. 2-7 on the board, 5 minutes 23 seconds in. Mid turret being pressured right here, and this is the second turret of the game going down just like that, and look at the gold lead, 8K at 5 minutes. That's massive. That's bad for blue side. S7E will have to look away to get for a way to claw their way of themselves out of this pit that they are in this game. Because if not, this is going to be an early night for them. Galio will continue the damage at the top. The Tornado is going to connect, but they won't be able to take the turret. But the Cavalry is here. SINAG Cavalry, 4 champions right here. Ezreal's ultimate from downtown will hit 2 champions, but not much damage at this point. The wave is already available, and this turret should be history. Wukong will go in. Red team. Whoa! That taunt right there is going to be connecting right there. But this is bad for blue side right now. And there it is. Malphite with the ultimate earlier was on point. But the damage, the advantage right now really is just too much. Not too much on the red side, and red team will win another fight at the top. 2 champions for 4. Alright, mamamatay po dito sa baba si Ezreal, and that's another win. And red team, SINAG Cavalry, will take the Rift Herald as the reward. 6 minutes and 30 seconds in. Right, tatak SINAG Cavalry, sabi ni SINAG. Alright, mga pala guys, please share this video. Let's support our teams. If you want to support the program, yeah, please share this video para po marami po manood. Thank you so much. Tingnan natin here in the mid right here. Draven is alone, but Draven is very confident right now. Tingnan natin ang itemization ng Draven na to. Bakit napaka-confident na po ng ating Draven? And there it is. Nakikita niyo naman po, Death's Dance was already done right here on the Draven, and the Infinity Edge is already done. So that Draven is already has Pain as the middle name right here. Tingnan natin. Galio is at the bottom. Takes so much damage. Will have to back out. But Jan is here. Wukong will go in with the Cyclone right there. Hits 4-man. And Wukong will be able to get another recast right there. Galio goes in. GA on the Wukong gets popped. OG will go to the backlines, gets a kill, but he will go down himself. Leoric will not be able to mischief that third damage right there, and he is already very low, in no condition to fight. But so is the red team. Only the Rakan, the blue team, S7E, only Rakan is available right now. He's the only one left to mourn for the team as the team gets annihilated. S7E, another fight taken by SINAG Cavalry. 4 to 15 on the board. Bottom turret is already 1 HP left there. 4 to 15. That's massive. We're looking at a 12k gold lead 8 minutes in. That's bad news, man. Right, eto, ooh, there it is. Grand entrance. This is what they're looking for. Team-man grand entrance right there. It's gonna be connecting for that S7E team. Korean yung pangalan. Isang hirap basahin. Draven dishing out so much damage right now. Rakan goes in for another grand entrance. For grand entrance this time is gonna whiff, and blue team will disengage. And I like that. This is 5 versus 4 right now. Right, Dragon's already available, and once again, wrap this Dragon and put a ribbon on top, because this one's a gift. Dragon, second drink of the game, goes to the SC side with no contest whatsoever. Alright, mid pressure, 3 champions right here. They can do this because they're in a very comfortable lead right now. Godlike already on the Wukong, takes the Ezreal down. That was at the bottom, so this is a 5v4 at this point. Mid turret is going to be taking some pounding right here. Draven doing so much damage to the turret. Look at that. And up. No more wave, so backdoor defense is gonna be there. Wukong is gonna be split pushing for the team. That is annoying right there. Draven spots this with the team and with the Janna, with the Skyer Bloom. But they are gonna be staying in the area. This is how confident they are right now. Rakan with the 2-man grand entrance right there. And there it is. Yasuo wombo combo. But Janna with the Monsoon just heals everyone up. But I don't think that's gonna be enough. With 5 champions chasing you, 3 champions on the red side. This is the opening blue side is looking for. They're gonna go for the chase right here on Lee Sin. Lee Sin kicks the Malphite in the face with the Wukong right there. Cyclone is gonna be on point, takes 2 champions down. This is big. Lee Sin gets the Malphite, takes that 4. The cleanup crew right here. Wukong just cleans up for the team. Rakan is gonna be left again. Nope. I want to make sure no one is left to mourn the team right now. S7E gets destroyed. SC is on a tear in this game. 10 minutes and 14 seconds in. An ace and mid turret as their reward. Sorry, nalalamunan ko. Hirap mag-cast mag-isa, but yeah, let's do this. I want to make sure na the teams are enjoying kahit scrim lang ito guys ha, kahit maliit lang ito na tournament, as much as possible we want to give you the best experience so that mapaganda namin kayo on the big stage in the future. Tingnan nyo, SINAG Cavalry. These are the teams that we are going to be looking at. The future, we will be expecting a lot from these teams. With this kind of performance, they will be something, right? 10 minutes 46 seconds, available no Baron, and why not? You're in the lead right now. Tingnan natin itemization. Sobrang sakit na nito. Rabadan set cap on the Galio. Galio can always go in, try to fight, and there it is to stop the grand entrance. Tornadoes can be connecting. Wukong gets the Baron right here, and that is going to be 3 make up 4 champions dying instantly. What happened right there? They just vanished in front of us like magic. Sobrang sakit na ng red team, and I think this is gonna be it. Only one champion left to defend this Nexus right here. Red team will not even go for a reset. Only the Ezreal right here. They're just gonna initiate on the Ezreal, and Ezreal, just like that, gets erased, head is cut, and he will go back home in a body bag. Timers for you. That timers for you, Ezreal. Mabubuhay dito, red team. I mean, blue side, as a I think this is not gonna be a push right here. Red team still is not resetting. SC right here. Bottom top turret is taking a pounding from the Malphite. Oh no, hindi Malphite. From the Rift Herald right here. Top turret is already very low but will not be taken down. As SINAG Cavalry will just go for a reset at this point. Okay, only listen. Si Galio rin pala namatay. Okay, Yamato will be spawning though. So this is still big. They can afford those kinds of mistakes. Look at that, 20k gold lead. How in the world are you going to be able to come back from that game? Unless there's going to be a very big throw right here from SINAG Cavalry side. But I think there it is, another whiff right here. Grand entrance is not gonna hit, and quickness is gonna be casted right here to make sure Yasuo will be able to exit, and there it is. But that ultimate is no longer available on Rakan. Grand entrance is gonna be coming in. Wukong will be hit right there, but they will back away because of the Galio threat. And there it is, Galio joins the fight, and it is on. Yasuo goes down. That's one champion down on the blue side. Rakan with the grand entrance right there. Hindi na gumagalaw si Aliri right here, but I don't think they need a Wukong at this point. Mid Nexus is already available for the taking. 2 champion. Ezreal, the 2 main damage dealers are down on the blue side. This is bad for them. Malphite is gonna be here. Corky Butts are gonna be spawning right there. Got some BMs right there, but that is the game. SINAG Cavalry takes game number 2, and they have done it. We are gonna go to our semi-finals already. Yan. So, tingnan natin ano yung mga lineup natin sa semi-finals. Ano yung lineup natin sa semi-finals? SINAG Cavalry kanina was Secret Empire. Those two alone is gonna be a banger, man. So, tingnan natin. Kahapon naman si Forza. So, also a very strong team. And then, 4D Eagles, also one of the winners yesterday. So, we're gonna be shuffling them. Or meron na bang bracket kaagad? May bracket na, no? Yeah, may bracket na pala. May bracket na kaagad. So, all the games tomorrow is gonna be banger. So, hopefully, you follow us. Follow Leoric PH. Si Rattlesnake had to exit early, but please follow her. Also, just to support us, Leoric PH here. Bukas po is gonna be a fight. I can't wait. SINAG Cavalry. Thank you so much. We want to say thank you to all the teams that participated. Let's do a little rundown muna before we show you ano yung mangyayari bukas. MVP is gonna be Ailiri on the Wukong. Hindi na gumalaw si Wukong on the last part, but 9-0-13 on that Wukong. And here's the story of the game. It was total dominance from the start till the end. SINAG Cavalry winning this game. Ayan. So, SINAG Cavalry, again, will go to the semifinals bukas. That's big. That's a banger right there. Nakita nyo gaano kalakas si SINAG Cavalry. Nakita nyo kanina gaano kalakas si Secret Empire. At kahapon, nakita nyo gaano kalakas yung mga teams na maglalaro, and they're gonna be going up against each other tomorrow on our semifinals. So, panoorin nyo po yun. So, please, stay tuned for that fight. Follow Leoric PH and then click on the notification bell para po ma-notify kayo. See you again tomorrow for the teams that are gonna be qualifying. We want to thank you, all the teams that participated. If you want to join in Rising Stars, if you have a team, go to video description. Meron po diyang registration for your team for next week. It's already open. and we will be picking teams na i-feature natin sa Rising Stars. That's gonna be it for me this evening. Once again, my name is Leoric PH. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, si Rattlesnake then, saying good night and good fight. Bye, everyone.